All right. Oop, I spelled difficult wrong. So before I go on, I'm going to correct that. It's corrected. All right, so new week, new assignment. I got a couple design journals submitted already. I think it's 3. You have till to end of tonight to submit them. Obviously, I take late work, but I would rather you submit things on time. So hopefully I see a nice full 11 submission of the design journals in a few hours, I guess. Anyways, kind of 2 parts to this week's assignment. You'll be looking over some work of Dutch photographer. Okay, I'm not gonna go too much over this, but the main focus of the pictures we are going to be taking next week are to be without people in it. Okay, coincidentally, some of you have already been taking pictures that haven't had people in it, which is great. You know, those framed photographs, I don't think anyone really used a person for their final submission. But we're going to be focusing on taking pictures of what you can enjoy alone in this current situation. Even though it does seem like the brighter days are just around the corner, hopefully, you know, with some things opening up and, you know, maybe some more interaction could possibly be made with other people with the social distancing things intact. But I want to focus on things that we can enjoy by ourselves. Okay, so that's what I want you to be focusing on for your photographs. Please know that not all things are purely enjoyed alone. They could be enjoyed alone and with somebody, but your images need to reference the enjoying it alone. Okay, understand that, you know, some of you may be pretty down in the dumps right now, haven't been able to see friends, hang out with people. Just know that things can always be worse. Okay, for me, I'm constantly reminding myself that I have a job, that I am healthy, and everyone close to me is healthy as well. My grandparents are still doing well. My mom and dad are still doing well. So with that being said, what do I really have to complain about? Yes, I can complain about not being able to do this and to do that with my friends. I love traveling and I can't travel right now. But in the grand scheme of things, it could be worse. Okay? So really, really try to just remind yourself that things could probably be worse. Which brings me to what I wrote down here is just throughout this whole time, just continue to ask yourself what really matters, right? What really matters in life? You know, your happiness, yes, but what does it take for you to be happy? You hear all the time that, you know, that all that it should take to be happy is, you know, a couple simple things. Materialistic things come and go, but, you know, if you can be happy on your own, then you're going to be happy for the rest of your life. I'm not saying that, you know, I want everyone to be happy on their own, but it's the times like these that it's good to just continue to remind yourself, you know, step back. If you're frustrated because you can't see someone, you know, you can't just have that normal life that everyone is craving right now. Step back and remind yourself what really matters, okay? You're all healthy. You all have families. Hopefully they're all healthy. You're still able to communicate with your friends through all these different apps, house parties, Zoom, you know, however you're texting, FaceTiming. I mean, just imagine if this happened back even in the 90s. All that you would have is a phone call. Or imagine if it happened, you know, in the 50s. You know, I always am reminded myself about, you know, saying goodbye to a brother or uncle or a father, you know, like in World War II, and your only contact with them is through a note. You know, you can't see their face. You have no idea what they look like, and you have no idea if they're going to be all right. So just, you know, I just really want to hit the nail on the head this week with what really matters. Keep telling yourself what really matters, and that's going to help everyone get through this time. And that, you know, we are somewhat starting to get out of it, so that's good as well. Part 1, you know, that's part 2. I kind of dipped into part 2 first, but part 1 is I attached this video, Sunday Morning News, I just want you all to watch it and then write a brief response to something you took away from the video. Okay, they talk a lot about how to cope with this situation and adapting to it, and how to remind yourself that being alone isn't necessarily a bad thing, because the majority of your life, especially when you get older, you're going to want that alone time to just be away from everybody, just to clear your head or get away from the stresses of life. So watch that video, write a brief response. I'm not asking for anything crazy. And then you are to take 5 images of things that are keeping your spirits high in this current situation without any people in them. Okay, so objects, I listed things that make me happy. Where did I write it? Where did I write it? Can't see where I write it. Where is it? I can't find it. But sunsets, blue skies, flowers. If I was to do it, I'd take a picture of a basketball on my hoop, because I've been shooting hoops. I haven't played as much basketball as I've been playing right now since I've been in college, just because to do something, and I enjoy it. I've been creating things. I've been learning new programs, so I could take a picture of my computer, because I've been spending a lot of time on my computer through teaching, but also doing exciting stuff for my personal work and my personal design stuff. So that's what's due, and it's due Tuesday. Take your time with it. Watch the video, 5 images, and then we'll move forward from there, and we'll refine the images, and we'll talk more about how we're going to present those images for the final. Okay, and as always, if you have questions, feel free to message me. Have a great week, everybody.